it's Kirsten. Welcome to my book nook, actually, Children's Dream. I'm coming to you with a roundup for January. I feel like I'm reading really slowly at the moment, but I think that's just because I've got several books on the go at the moment. So I have 4 books for you for January. It's Count of Monte Cristo by Alexandre Dumas. Now, lots of you have read it, lots of you have talked about it recently, and so I thought I'd give it a go. Dumas was paid by the word, and he is a little bit wordy. But it's an interesting tale of love and revenge, which I read too slowly. Try to read it quite quickly if you're reading it, because the plots all weave and interweave, and you really need to keep them all in your head in one go. Or maybe like write a diagram or something if you're going to read it quite slowly, like I did. But I really loved it. It's quite long. I really loved it. And I would recommend it if you're into classics or French literature at all. So I'd never read any Dumas before, and if you have, comment down below what else I might like. It's a long story about someone who gets thrown into jail, and then maybe he escapes, and then we see somebody else who's doing something else, and then everybody dies, and there's no happy endings. But there are cute lesbians. So, I don't know. Depends whether you prefer cute lesbians or happy endings, really, whether you should read this book. The second book I finished was The Alchemist by Michael Scott, which we were having as an audiobook for my youngest bedtime. He's really enthusiastic. My 10-year-old's enthusiastic. It's not my cup of tea at all. It's just Scott borrows characters from everywhere, and sometimes that works, but I didn't feel like it worked. It felt clunky and slow, and it just dragged for me. So maybe it's better in text. And I'm sorry, I know a lot of people love it. It's not for me. The third book I read was At Nine from the Nine Worlds by Rick Riordan, which is a set of 9 short stories interlinked in Magnus Chase universe. Basically, Thor goes jogging and he jogs through each of the 9 worlds, and it's kind of what's going on as he passes them. And they're all short and sweet and funny, and if short and sweet and funny is Norse is your thing, then Rick Riordan is absolutely the place to go for that. The book I read was In an Absent Dream by Shauna Maguire. It's a Wayward children's book. If you are like portal stories or stories about people who've gone and come back again, then the Wayward children's story series is for you. This is my favourite. I absolutely love this one. It's set in the world, or mostly in the world, of one particular child, and then there's some in our world as well, but I just really loved it. And it's about friendship and doing what's right for you, or whether you should do what your family wants, and the conflicts between following your heart and following what your family wants. And I absolutely loved it, and that was my favourite of the books I finished this month. And it's my favourite of the Wayward series, children's series. And that's all I've read so far. I'm still in the middle of Dragon Pearl by Yoon-Ha Lee, which is sci-fi based on Korean mythology. Middle grade. I loved all of Lee's books so far, and this is no exception. I highly recommend that. If you like sci-fi middle grade, go check that out. I've got Lock-In by John Scalzi as an audiobook, and I think that would be better in text, because there's a lot of he said, she said, he said, she said. He's got a very plain writing style that doesn't quite flow so well when read aloud, but I am really enjoying the story. And Robots vs Fairies, which is a series of shorts about robots and fairies, and again I would highly recommend you check that out. What are you reading? Have you read any of those? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? What are your thoughts? Just let me know down below, and I will see you soon. Bye.